What's good, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Today this video is going to be about how I achieve my everyday makeup look. The majority of these products are vegan, cruelty free, and you can find them at your local drugstore. So let's jump right in. For the first step in my routine, I like to go in with a full coverage concealer around my nose. I've always had a lot of redness in this area of my face, and I like to start my routine with minimizing that redness as much as I can. Immediately after I conceal this area, I go in with a translucent setting powder. Doing this is gonna ensure that the coverage that I worked so hard to build up right here isn't gonna slip around when I go over the top of it with my foundation in the next step. The next step in my routine is to go in with my foundation. My current favorite is the Wet n Wild Photofocus foundation. It's literally $5.99 and I love the finish that it gives my skin. After I've kind of just randomly dotted the foundation all over my face, I like to go in with a beauty blender, making sure to take the foundation onto my ears as well as down my neck. This is gonna provide more of a seamless transition from the foundation to my actual skin. The next step in my routine is to go in with a lighter weight concealer. I put this under my eyes and as well as the high points in my face. I'm not actually using this to, cover any imperfections per se, but this is kind of a means of highlighting. Any of the areas that I place as concealer are gonna appear a little bit more prominent. After this step in my routine, I like to go in with more translucent setting powder. This is gonna make sure everything I just put down stays in place. I'll also take a highlighting powder on a beauty blender and apply it under my eyes. This is gonna brighten up this area, and I also like to put it along my jawline as well. Placing the highlighting powder here is going to make for a good contrast between the contour that I'm going to put down in the next step. With my contour, I like to start from the top down, so I will usually start with my forehead and bring it down into the hollows of my cheekbones as well, making sure it's just really blended out and seamless. Contouring my nose has become a part of my everyday routine as well. It looks really extreme in this clip, but I always make sure to blend it out and make sure it looks as natural as possible. Next, I go in with a shimmery powder highlighter. I will put this on my Cupid's bow as well as on the tip of my nose and down the bridge, basically any area that I want to appear a little bit more prominent and give a little extra sparkle. The next step in my routine involves me going in with this Jeffree Star liquid lipstick, and that is me putting on my fake freckles. I know it looks like I'm drawing them on with a Sharpie, but what I'm doing is dipping the dried out felt tip onto the liquid lipstick and applying them on the bridge of my nose. And I like to go over any natural freckles or moles that I have on my face too, just so that everything's the same color. And that kind of concludes the face part of this tutorial. Next, I usually like to move on to doing my eye makeup, and I usually start with my eyebrows. What I like to do is just brush them upward with a spoolie, making sure all the hairs are laying in the right direction, and then I go in with a brow pencil. I've been pretty blessed with dark, thick eyebrows, so I don't have to do a whole lot besides shape them underneath, and I like the appearance of a longer eyebrow, so I kind of will drag the tail out a little bit. After I've gone in with a brow pencil, I then go in with a brow mascara. It's just brown tinted from NYX, and I will kind of pull all my hairs in an upward direction. I like the appearance of an eyebrow that's a little bit less manicured, and this helps me achieve that. On a day-to-day basis, I don't actually wear that much eyeshadow. What I'm doing in this step is just taking that same shade that I used to contour my face onto a fluffy eyeshadow brush. I just like to put a little bit of color on my eyelids and keep it pretty natural for most days. So I'm one of those people who are obsessed with eyelashes, but I don't really have the money or even the time to maintain having lash extensions. So I glue on strip lashes every single day. This includes me putting on mascara first, and then as soon as I take my lashes out of the packaging when I first buy them, I make sure to trim them to make sure that they're gonna fit my eye shape appropriately. I then apply a thin layer of lash glue to the top of the band, and I wait about 30 seconds for the glue to get a little bit tacky. And here's the craziest part of my eyelash routine is I wear the fake lashes underneath my natural ones. I will admit I've been wearing fake eyelashes almost every day for about a decade now, so I've developed a really steady hand when it comes to putting on lashes, but there's definitely been a lot of trial and error with this process. But at this point, this part of my routine only takes me about 2 or 3 minutes. The final step in my routine is lips. I will usually start with a chapstick, making sure that my lips are nice and hydrated before I go in with a liquid lipstick. This one I wear pretty much every day. It's Celebrity Skin by Jeffree Star. It's like a perfect dusty pink and I love it. Not to mention it's super comfortable and it lasts all day.